Kodak was once synonymous with photography. The name itself evoked images of cherished moments captured forever. Founded in 1888 by George Eastman, the company revolutionized how people captured and shared memories. Eastman's vision was to make photography accessible to everyone, not just professionals. For over a century, Kodak enjoyed remarkable success. It wasn't just a company, it was a cultural icon. Generations grew up with Kodak moments, immortalizing birthdays, holidays, and everyday life. Its cameras and film became ubiquitous. From the Brownie camera to the Instamatic, Kodak products were in almost every household, making photography a part of daily life. The company's name was synonymous with trust and quality. People knew that when they bought Kodak, they were getting the best in the business. However, this iconic giant would eventually stumble. The digital revolution caught Kodak off guard, and the company struggled to adapt. Kodak's decline was a slow, painful process. The company that had once been at the forefront of innovation found itself lagging behind. What were once strengths became weaknesses in a rapidly changing market. Kodak's reliance on film became a liability as digital photography took over. The company that pioneered personal photography would ultimately become a cautionary tale. Its failure to embrace new technology led to its downfall. Kodak's story is a stark reminder of the importance of adaptability and innovation in the face of disruption. In today's fast-paced world, even the most established companies must be willing to change and evolve to survive. The late 20th century saw the rise of digital technology, a transformative period that would forever change the landscape of numerous industries. This technological revolution had profound implications for many sectors, with the photography industry being one of the most significantly impacted. During this time, digital cameras began to emerge, offering a groundbreaking alternative to traditional film photography. These new devices promised a future where capturing moments could be more accessible and instantaneous. Initially, these digital cameras were inferior in quality to their film counterparts. The early models struggled with resolution and color accuracy, making them less appealing to professional photographers who relied on the high quality of film. However, they possessed one key advantage that would eventually tip the scales in their favor: convenience. The ability to instantly view and delete photos, coupled with the elimination of film development costs, made digital cameras increasingly attractive to the average consumer. Digital photography expert Kodak, a giant in the photography industry, was not blind to the potential of digital photography. They recognized the shift that was beginning to take place and the opportunities it presented. In fact, Kodak engineers invented the first digital camera in 1975, a groundbreaking achievement that showcased their innovative spirit. This early prototype captured images in black and white and stored them on a cassette tape, a far cry from the digital storage solutions we are familiar with today. The technology was rudimentary, but the potential was clear. It was a glimpse into a future where photography could be more versatile and integrated with emerging digital ecosystems. Despite this early foray into digital, Kodak's leadership failed to fully grasp the disruptive nature of this innovation. They were hesitant to pivot away from their profitable film business, a decision that would later prove to be a critical misstep as digital technology continued to evolve and dominate the market. Over the next few decades, digital photography evolved rapidly. Improvements in sensor technology, storage capacity, and image processing led to digital cameras that could rival and eventually surpass the quality of film. The rise of smartphone cameras further accelerated this shift. With a camera in every pocket, the way people captured and shared their lives changed dramatically. Social media platforms amplified this change, making photography a central part of daily communication and self-expression. The ease of sharing digital images online created a new culture of instant visual storytelling. Unfortunately for Kodak, their initial reluctance to embrace digital fully led to a decline that they struggled to recover from. While they eventually entered the digital market, they were no longer the leaders they once were. Today, the digital photography landscape is vast and varied, with countless options for capturing and sharing images. The digital dawn has not only transformed photography, but has also reshaped how we see and interact with the world around us. Kodak's initial response to the digital threat was hesitant and marked by uncertainty. The company made some attempts to enter the digital market, but these efforts were sporadic and lacked a cohesive vision. Despite having the technology and resources, Kodak's initiatives were often half-hearted and lacked strategic direction, failing to capitalize on the digital wave. Kodak seemed content to rely on its dominant position in the film market, believing that its legacy and brand loyalty would sustain it. Industry analyst. This complacency proved to be a fatal mistake. As digital photography advanced rapidly, Kodak's reluctance to fully embrace the new technology became more apparent. Image quality improved significantly and prices fell, making digital cameras more accessible to the average consumer. Consumers increasingly embraced the convenience and affordability of digital cameras, shifting their preferences away from traditional film. Kodak, meanwhile, remained tethered to its fading film business, unable to pivot quickly enough to the changing market dynamics. The company missed a crucial opportunity to become a leader in the digital photography revolution. Instead of innovating, Kodak clung to its past successes, ultimately leading to its decline in the face of technological progress. Kodak's story serves as a cautionary tale for businesses everywhere. It highlights the importance of adaptability and the willingness to embrace change. In today's fast-paced world, companies must be agile and forward-thinking to survive and thrive. Kodak's missed opportunities remind us that no matter how strong a brand is, it must evolve with the times or risk becoming obsolete. The digital revolution waits for no one, and those who fail to innovate will inevitably be left behind. This lack of vision had a cascading effect throughout the organization. Decision-making was slow and often misguided. Resources were not allocated effectively to support digital initiatives. The company's leadership failed to create a culture of innovation and urgency necessary to navigate the digital transition. Section 5. A stifling culture. Kodak's corporate culture played a significant role in its downfall.
The company had a long and storied history of success. This success, however, bred complacency and a resistance to change.
Kodak's employees were deeply invested in the company's traditional film business.
This cultural inertia made it difficult for Kodak to embrace the digital revolution. New ideas were often met with skepticism or outright hostility.
The company's hierarchical structure stifled innovation and risk-taking. Kodak's culture, once a source of strength, became a major impediment to its survival in the digital age. Section 6. Strategic missteps. In addition to leadership and cultural issues, Kodak made a series of strategic missteps that hastened its decline.
One notable example was the company's foray into the printing business. Kodak invested heavily in printers, hoping to capitalize on the growing popularity of home photo printing.
This strategy, however, proved to be flawed. The home photo printing market did not materialize to the extent that Kodak had anticipated.
Consumers were increasingly content to share their digital photos online. This miscalculation left Kodak with a costly and ultimately unsuccessful venture.
Section 7. Structural limitations. Kodak's corporate structure also hampered its ability to adapt to the digital age. The company was organized around its various film-based product lines. This structure created silos and hindered communication and collaboration. Decisions were often made in isolation, without considering the broader implications for the company as a whole. This lack of coordination made it difficult for Kodak to respond effectively to the rapidly evolving digital landscape. Section 8. Comparisons and contrasts. Kodak's failure stands in stark contrast to the success of other companies that faced similar disruptive challenges. However, these companies were quicker to embrace the digital revolution.
Sony were also major players in the film photography market. Canon, companies like Fuji.
They invested heavily in research and development, and they were willing to cannibalize their own existing businesses to stay ahead of the curve.
As a result, these companies were able to adapt and thrive in the digital age, while Kodak faltered.
Section 9. Kodak's Legacy. A Cautionary Tale. Kodak's story is a cautionary tale about the importance of adaptability, innovation and leadership in the face of disruptive change. The company's failure to anticipate and respond effectively to the digital revolution led to its demise. Kodak's legacy serves as a reminder that no company, no matter how dominant, is immune to the forces of disruption. To survive and thrive in today's rapidly changing world, companies must be willing to embrace change, challenge the status quo, and constantly innovate.